Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop. This is Todd with Industrial Comfort. If you own a bandsaw, at some point you're going to have to change the blade. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do today on a Harbor Freight horizontal metal bandsaw. Let me show you how to do it. Now it goes without saying, before you do anything with this saw, unplug it to make sure that there's no power going to the saw. Now I've rotated this a little bit, and the first thing we're going to do is tilt it upward. And I have it up on some 2x4s to allow for the clearance of the motor here. You might be using the stand that the saw came with. Now I'm going to engage the brake here to ensure that this thing does not fall over on me while I'm doing the work. So I'm just going to rotate it a little bit more, and then we'll get a different camera angle to show you what's going on back here. As I mentioned, there's a black shroud on the back here that covers the tracking wheels and the blade itself. So there's a screw right here that I'm going to remove that's going to allow us to articulate this backward. Okay. Now, this is going to expose the blade. Now, the next thing we're going to do, you'll notice that there's a tension knob up here. You're going to rotate this counterclockwise to loosen the tension on the blade. And the blade is going to kind of pop out like that. Now, the next thing we have to do, and I'm going to zoom the camera in a little bit. There is a shroud right here that is preventing the blade from popping out. We also have a shroud here, so we're going to have to undo 2 Phillips head screws here and another Phillips head screw there. I forgot that I had the camera zoomed in, so I removed the shroud, or at least I moved it out of the way with 1 Phillips head screw there. I moved the shroud out of the way with 2 Phillips head screws there. This will allow us to remove the blade. Now, I'm going to get the replacement blade, and it's really important that you get a blade that is the same length, width, and then the TPI, or teeth per inch, based on your desired application. Now, this is probably a great time to do some cleanup and just some general maintenance while you have things apart. So let me grab the other blade, and then we'll reverse the process and we'll talk about blade tension. Okay, with the new blade, like I said, I'm just going to reverse the process here. It's easiest to put it up top behind this shroud, which I didn't fully remove first, and then kind of weave it through the 2 pulley wheels. Now, to aid in getting this thing back together, I'm actually going to put the shrouds on to keep at least the blade in place on either side. Okay, we're going to start with the bottom first, and then we're going to move up to the top here. Okay, with the blade now on the wheels, I'm going to use one hand to kind of keep things in place, and I'm going to dial this clockwise to add tension so that it stays on the wheels. Now, what I'm now going to do, unfortunately, the motor is connected to this and it will not let me kind of spin the wheel with my fingers, so I'm going to have to turn it on. We're going to stand back, make sure we're wearing protective gear, make sure that the blade tracks on the wheels appropriately. Okay. So everything looks to be tracking well. If I had to make adjustments on the other side of this panel here, there's some adjustment bolts that allow you to cant the wheel back and forth to manage tracking on this upper wheel. You don't have to over tighten. You really want to just tighten enough so that the wheels grab the blade. So I think for the most part, we're good to go. We're just gonna close this up, screw it, and then we'll be good. I just want to also take a look here to make sure that the blade is tracking with this closed. Everything looks good. 4 Phillips head screws, and that's all there is to changing this bandsaw blade. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.